Marcelo, I can't believe that you're capable of killing in cold blood.
I've already done it, Ramiro.
And do you know why? Do you know why you did it?
Why I had to kill a man? Why do you care if I did it, huh?
Of course it's important, Marcelo. Why can't you remember that? I'm very sure that you... Yes, you, Marcelo. You were forced under pressure to act the way that you did. Maybe you were confronted by a criminal, huh?
I am the criminal here. What don't you understand?
All right, Marcelo. I beg you, please, will you just calm down right now? Just tell me, what exactly do you remember about that moment?
All I can remember is being with this person who appears to have betrayed me. And I remember I was very, very angry with him.
All right, and what else?
There was another man. And he was a friend of Marcelo's, and he was in danger.
Do you see? Now do you see? You did that to save another person's life.
Yes, maybe I did. But there was also a young boy, Ramiro. A young boy who, because of my fault, he just lost his father. That's everything that I can remember. There's nothing more in my memory.
What do you say? You don't seem excited about this.
I don't know what to say to you, Uncle.
And Laura, it's one of the most prestigious schools in the world.
Yes, I know. I know that.
Okay, so what's wrong? You don't look happy.
Well, I don't want to leave Mexico just at this moment, Uncle Mariano. It never even crossed my mind that things could turn out like this. And besides, this happened right after you told us that you feel so lonely and you needed our love, and now I don't understand why you want to send me away so far.
But I don't want to send you far away. I simply want you to go out and see the world. All right, music is one of your greatest passions, right? That's why I thought that you'd like to study abroad.
I'm sorry, Uncle. I really feel that this thing has too much to do with Valentine. You don't like him, am I right? You were very serious. I noticed your face changed when you saw him.
I'm not going to deny I was really surprised to see you arrive at Mass with him, but...
Because he doesn't have money? Uncle, don't tell me you really think that it would be impossible for someone to fall in love with me for what I am. Valentine is a really great person, Uncle. And he truly loves me. You know, it just hurts me that you can't believe that I'm worthy of being sincerely loved by someone for what I am. It's because of what you've always thought of, am I right? It's because that I'm an incomplete woman, then therefore, nobody is ever going to truly love me. Yes,
Mrs.
it's true.
Remedios, I don't understand. Tell me what this means.
All right, it's just this young man had an accident and he has nowhere else to stay.
Ah, I imagine
I spoke
that.
with Luz and Flor so that Maribel can move in with them. And they don't see any problem.
Really?
No.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Remedios, but for me, I don't really think that you should be changing my roommate every time that you feel like it. You haven't even asked me if I agree with it, and how can you even treat me this way?
Yes, you're right about that, Javier. But I'm not going to kick him out. Just take a look at the state that he arrived in. And after all, it also doesn't seem right to me that Maribel and you should continue to sleep in the same room. Like there's too much familiarity, right?
All right, well, it's not a problem for me. And right this minute, I'll pack and take all of my things to the room of Luz and Flora, okay? And besides, they're cousins. I'm sure they're going to give me one bed and they'll sleep together
thank
on
you,
the
my
other,
dear.
okay?
Come, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's see if they've already chosen the bed you'll sleep in, huh?
Thank you.
Well, all right. You can stay here.
Thank you. And I really think that we're going to end up being good friends. You'll see.
You are doing such a magnificent job with the kids, Valentine. All of the children say you're very patient with them and affectionate. They really admire you very much.
It's good to know that they like my work. I only see them and treat them the way that I would love to be treated.
Listen, you've never told me your whole story. How you ended up losing the ability to use your legs. You see, from your physical condition, I can only conclude that it wasn't a problem that you were born with.
It was from an accident, because of the negligence of one of my superiors. I fell from the scaffolding while I was painting the outside of a building.
Oh, I'm really very sorry.
The fiancé of Ana Laura's uncle also fell from a building. And you know, she wasn't as lucky as I was. She didn't survive.
Yes, that was such a terrible tragedy.
When the doctors told me that my spine was broken and that I was never going to walk again, Valeria, I really wish that I had just died in that accident.
I don't blame you. It's very understandable. I can imagine how difficult it must have been for you to listen and to accept news like that. From one day to the next, your life suddenly changed completely.
Come on. I don't want to talk about this. I have no problems with Valentine.
Really now? It doesn't matter to you that he's in a wheelchair,
Well,
Uncle?
yes, it matters. It bothers me to know that he can't walk. Come on. But that has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm offering you.
It's just that I don't know, Uncle. Lately, with everything that happens to me, you're always against it.
Well, this trip seemed like a very good opportunity for you. I only wanted to show you my affection. That's it. But if you're not interested, well, I respect that. Just that, promise me that you're going to think it over. Darling, you know I love you, and I only want the best for you.
Yes.
You already know that, right?
Yes, Uncle, I know that. And I appreciate it very much that you thought of me, but there's nothing that I have to reconsider. I don't want to leave Mexico. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm not asking you to leave forever. Let's do something and forget about the trip. It was a bad idea of mine. Well, please forgive me.
Actually, the one who's sorry is me. It makes me very happy to know that you took it upon yourself to look around for a school for me. Thank you for
Okay.
doing that.
Changing the subject, talking about Valentine, your sister is very worried about you. She thinks that the decision you made was kind of sudden. Well, honestly now, I don't know. Maybe Ana Leticia wasn't mistaken.
Well, I thought that she genuinely liked him. I mean, she didn't say anything to me, you know. Uncle, don't let yourself be influenced by my sister without knowing him first.
Darling, Ana Leticia and I, you know that we only want what's best for you. Please don't allow anyone to make you doubt the love of your family. Promise me that.
I promise you. I know how much you love me. But it's now time for me to take over the reins of my life, don't you think so, Uncle? I'm a full-grown adult woman and I want you to see me and respect me that way.
And that's what I'll do. I'm never going to start protecting you and your sister. You two are the most important people in my life. Is that clear?
I really love hearing you say that. I adore you
Your
too,
order, miss.
Uncle. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
For you, sir.
Thank you, Eduardo. Now then, I hope you'll enjoy
It
this.
smells
Enjoy. Thank you.
spectacular.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, Ana Lucia. That was awesome. That was great. Congratulations. I really congratulate you, Ana Lucia.
Thank you, Tadeo. Did you really like
I
it?
did like it very much. In all the years that I've devoted to this, I've never seen anybody like you who has that grace, who has that courage and that passion.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to stretch for 5 minutes before I move on to the next routine.
That's good. Ana Lucia, you've been shut in here for the past few days now. You arrive very early in the morning and you leave here almost late at night. You can't force your body to the limit doing that. That's just not good, Ana Lucia.
It's just that it won't be long now till the opening. I want to be well prepared.
Is it only for that, Ana Lucia?
Well, no. The truth is, dancing is the only thing that can stop me from thinking all the time about Santiago. I don't think. And when I'm up in the air, I manage to forget him. And then I stopped missing him from the bottom of my heart. I'm so very much in love. I didn't know what love was until he came into my life. He was the first man I've fallen in love with, and he will be the last. Because after Santiago, I don't know if I'm ever going to love anyone else. I feel so angry with him because he taught me how to love this way, but he forgot to teach me how to live without him.
Ana Lucia. Sweet.
And you, Ramiro, how many have you ever killed?
What are you talking about? I never did. Never. Even though you may not believe me, today's the first time I've ever even held a gun. I've never done that before in my life. And if anybody had actually told me that I was forced to pull a gun on you, I would never have believed them.
Well then, I think that you're one of those guys who don't like to dirty their hands. So allow me to just correct my question. Have you even once ordered the death of someone, Ramiro?
Well, of course I haven't. Now you're looking at me in a totally different light. I am not the kind of person that you think I am, Marcelo.
Why don't we talk about Jennifer Corbalan?
So do you remember her?
No, I can't remember her. But yes, I would like to find in my memory who she was and what role she had played in my life. Because maybe with that I'll be able to understand the reason for her death.
When I understood that it was due to an accident.
I was right there, Ramiro.
What?
I found her at the foot of the building that was under construction after she had fallen from it. I even held her in my arms while she took her last few breaths. She opened her eyes, and she looked at me intensely. She recognized me. Jennifer was the very first person to call me by my real name, and at that moment I finally knew that I was Marcelo Salvadera.
Oh, what is this? What is Ana Leticia's passport doing lying around here? But why is it here then?
What are you looking at, Leonor? Give that to me.
Orlando,
Good afternoon, madam.
where is Ana Lucia?
Take it easy, Madam Soledad. I haven't seen her, at least not yet.
So what are you doing here?
I moved into the boarding house. Don't you like that?
Goodness gracious, Orlando. Don't say anything to my daughter.
Your daughter? Maybe you're referring to someone else's daughter. The young girl that you abducted?
Lower your voice. Come on now. What are you after? Just leave us in peace. I've never done you any harm.
No. Remember the reason why I'm in this condition? It's because he had me beaten up.
But it's because you wanted
You should
to.
let me finish. As if that weren't enough. Right now, I also have to thank you for my new job.
What are you referring to?
Your friend Evaristo already hired me.
So he was the one who brought you here? For what?
I'm sorry I didn't hear you come in. I had no idea you were in the house.
What are you doing inside my bedroom, Leonor?
Putting away your clean clothes as always.
But I had no idea you also like to rummage and go through my things.
Please don't insult me. You know very well I would never do something like that. The thing is, it caught my attention when I found your passport here, under the sweaters while I was arranging your drawer. I think you left it there without realizing it when you returned from your trip.
Well, what trip was that?
Oh, well, when you left for Jennifer's funeral.
Yes, of course.
You looked really beautiful in the photo.
I don't really like the way I look here.
If I hadn't seen your name, I could have sworn that passport was Ana Laura's. You're identical.
Just like 2 drops of water, as my grandma would say. All right, no, she wouldn't say that. 3 drops of water.
And you were. When you were all so little, I could never tell which one was which when you were running around.
And right now? I mean, apart from the differences that's obvious, do you think you can distinguish who is who between Ana Laura and me? Because just like you said, we're identical, but...
Let me see. I don't think I'll get you mixed up now, because you're so very different. With regards to gestures, and with the tone of your voice, not to mention your hairdos, and with the intention of the words that you say. That as well. Oh, hey, by the way, your Uncle Mariano just made a nice gesture towards your sister.
Oh, really? How come?
He invited her to lunch. It was just the two of them. I'm very pleased about it. It's just right they spend more time together, don't you think so?
As you can see, you have nothing to worry about now. One of the conditions of my contract with Mr. Evaristo is to keep my mouth shut. And believe me, I have no intention of doing otherwise. For me, Ana Lucia will never find out that she's been living all her life beside a delinquent.
No. It isn't fair for you to treat me like this. No, you can't say that about me. Besides, I was always a good person towards you.
Yeah, that's true. And I have to recognize the great capacity you have in deceiving everybody around you. The best part is I know perfectly well who you are and above all, what you're capable of.
Forgive me then. Forgive me, I didn't want them to hurt you as bad as that. But I wasn't also going to allow you to destroy the life of my daughter.
Let me repeat. You don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to interfere in your affairs again, but then you also won't interfere in mine. Is that clear?
And why were you sent here by Evaristo? Tell me no more nor less what he said to you. Exactly what he said.
My work consists of taking good care of you, madam. That's
What?
it. How ironic, right? Don't you think so, Mrs. Soledad? You almost had me killed, right? And now I have to protect you.
No,
From today, I'm your bodyguard. That's the reason why I'm here.
I don't know where you got the idea that I had anything to do with the death of Jennifer. I was right here in Mexico, and believe me that I don't have any assassins for hire working for me. Marcelo, for goodness sake, I'm a public accountant. The most dangerous thing that I've ever done in my life was to try and obtain invoices for clients who needed them for tax deductions.
And nevertheless, you still had that pistol hidden in a drawer.
I was given that gun to be able to protect myself.
From whom?
Well, they told me that you were alive, and they even said that you faked your own death. And they also told me that you were the one behind everything that happened to Gina.
And who's Gina?
Gina Ramirez, the woman that I was going to marry. Don't you remember?
No.
She took her own life, Marcelo. And that was 4 years ago. Everything happened in her own apartment, but I've always suspected that somebody murdered Gina.
Look at her carefully. Do you know this woman?
No.
Are you sure?
No, I can't be sure. If I knew her, I can't remember who she is.
How quickly can you forget your victims? The body of this woman showed up in your apartment. She was suffocated. It seems to me that the assassin tried to make us believe that she committed suicide. Do you remember anything?
I don't remember anything. So what do you think, Ramiro? That I'm the one responsible for what happened to that woman?
Well, honestly, I didn't believe a single word of what they told me. I didn't even believe that you were alive until I saw you this morning with my very own eyes.
As for me, I was also warned about you, Ramiro.
You're worried about me? Why?
Is it true that you're looking for Ana Lucia?
Well, is it true that you know where she is? That you are the one who's hiding her?
Just answer my question first.
Yes. Yes, of course I'm looking for Ana Lucia.
That is the only thing that I needed to know. I'm not going to allow you to even look for her, Ramiro. As long as I am alive, nobody is going to harm her.
I have no intention of hurting her.
I don't know if what you're telling me right now is the truth, but I'm not taking the risk. Not even after the living hell that I am going through now. I'm very sorry, but I don't have any trust in you.
Don't you have any trust in me at all? Well, if that's so, then you can shoot. Just shoot me. And I sincerely hope that you never remember the friendship that united us for so long. And if the day comes that you do, Marcelo, I don't think that you'd be able to live with such a clear conscience, because my death would weigh so heavily on your own shoulders.
What's that music?
What music are you talking about?
Just look at yourself. You are the only one that doesn't want to realize how deeply in love you are with Ana Laura.
Well, I like her very much, Marcelo. I do admire her.
Well, that is love.
You're forgetting that tomorrow I'm getting married to Gina.
Well, there's still plenty of time to do something about it. Confess your real feelings right now to Ana Laura.
Come on, we've known each other since we were kids, and, well, she sees me like the older brother that she never had. Not as a man.
Okay, I'm going to break my promise because Ana Laura made me swear that I was never going to tell you.
About what?
First of all, I want to make it clear that I'm doing this because you're like the brother I never had but always wanted.
Tell me now, Marcelo. What did Ana Laura tell you?
Relax, relax. On the day of my wedding, before leaving for church, I was having a talk with her. And she confessed to me that she had hopelessly fallen in love with you.
What was it?
Ana Laura. Yes, the other triplet. I just remembered that she plays the piano. And that she loves you.
And I love her as well.
Bravo, my dear. Oh, what a wonderful way to play the piano, my dear.
I didn't know you were listening to me just now.
Well, it was inevitable, my dear. It's been such a long time since I have seen you playing with so much feeling and emotion. Oh, you don't know all of the emotions that you moved in me.
Oh, Grandma, thank you.
My dear, it's a pity you keep insisting on not wanting to share your talent with everybody in the world. It's just that I know you could go so far, Ana Laura.
No, I don't need that. I'm all right and I'm happy this way.
From what I can see, you came back here super contented and inspired from having lunch with our uncle.
Yes. We went to this restaurant that was so lovely, and he was so caring, and it makes me happy to know that he still worries about me in spite of all the sadness that he's going through at the moment.
And that's why I know what all of us should be doing. That is to go out, to have fun, and distract ourselves. And that is why I have some very good news for you.
Really? Well, I'm dying to know what it's all about. Me too, Grandma. Come on, tell us.
My dear friend Miranda and I have managed to get the company Danzaire to offer to us their opening night so that it can help us raise enough funds for our foundation.
Is that true?
Yes, and the whole family will have to be sure to be there to make an appearance. And I'm not going to accept no for an answer. And besides, I've been told that Danzaire will be putting on a spectacular show. And I'm very sure that you're going to love it.
Yes.
You're very beautiful, Ana Lucia. If you could see yourself with my eyes, then you'd understand why I love you so bad.
Do you really never get tired, Orlando? You still insist on the same thing.
No, calm down. Calm down. Don't get angry at me. I came here in peace.
Now tell me, how did you manage to find me?
Well, they say that if you ask, you'll get to Rome, right? Doesn't it even worry you to see me like this? Don't you really feel a tiny bit of affection for me?
When I visited you at the hospital, you yourself told Maribel that you didn't want to see me. What's more, you even asked her to kick me out. All right, now why should I be worried about you? Tell me.
Well, it's because we're friends, right? And friends can forgive everything.
Well, it seems you've made a pretty good effort to put an end to this friendship.
We both have hurt each other so much, Ana Lucia. I think we're even, don't you agree?
It's better that I go.
Nobody's kicking you out. About this, Marcelo, nothing happened.
The two of us aimed a gun at each other.
But nobody fired it. And that's what's important.
Don't ask me to talk to you about Ana Lucia.
I really need to find her, Marcelo.
And I don't want you to find her. For no other reason do I want you to know where she is.
But why not?
I have my reasons.
Look, I don't understand you. Now you know that I didn't lie to you, and that you and I were also friends, and we are still great friends. I really need you to trust me, Marcelo.
I will ask the same thing, Ramiro. Have trust in me.
All right then. But I need you to answer me one thing, and I'm begging you to tell me the honest truth here. Now tell me, is it true that Ana Lucia is in love with you?
We were very close. From the time we were kids. And now look what happened to us.
All right, but then things between us don't have to be this way, right? I miss you so much, Ana Lucia. Very much. I hope you would believe how sorry I feel for the stupid things I've done. I was dying with jealousy. I was exploding with anger. I don't know. No, you know me too well. I'm a brute, right? What can I do? I explode right away and act without thinking well. But the bad part is that I end up doing a lot of stupid things that later I end up regretting. I really meant what I said. I truly regret it. It's the truth.
There's something that I think you got right. You really are a brute.
Yeah. Do you remember when we were in school and I thought Maribel had taken your backpack because she was jealous?
You pulled at her horribly, and the poor girl cried and cried, and you didn't care at all.
Yeah.
You were so stubborn saying that it was my backpack till you realized her parents bought her the exact same one.
Well, I've always wanted to take care and protect you always. I don't know, maybe that's always been my biggest mistake because you've always been able to defend and take care of yourself. I know you don't need me.
Orlando.
I can't stand being away from you. I really need you. And that's why I'm begging you to give me only one opportunity, okay? That we be friends again.
Why are you asking me that?
You just have to answer me that. Is Ana Lucia really in love with you?
Yes, she does love me. And Santiago Garcia is also very much in love with her.
But you're already married, You're already married to...
Marcelo Salvatierra is already married to her sister. And yes, he also loves her with such a tremendous feeling. The love that he feels for Ana Leticia was that only thing that didn't die in that stupid damn accident. I may have lost my memories in my life, but my love survived that.
And Ana Lucia?
She gave me back my life. I opened the doors of my heart to her, and Ana Lucia quietly entered and settled right in. I love her, Ramiro. Unfortunately, I love them both. I love the two of them beyond any rational reason.
I heard that this is the most spectacular show and the best one in Mexico.
To be honest, I don't think it compares with the shows that we've seen in Las Vegas.
Oh, you're so pitiful.
Can I invite Valentine?
Of course you can, my dear. You can also invite whoever you want to. Why don't you try inviting your friend Danielle?
Oh no, Grandma. He's super boring. Gosh.
Then why don't you invite Iñaki? Well, at church I would notice the way that he would look at you.
Grandma, do I really have to attend that function?
I told you that you have to. It's the first very special function we're having for our foundation. The entire family will be there for support and to make an appearance. And do what your sister said. Invite that young man... Iñaki. I already met him at Mass, but I would like to get to know him a little more.
And how long were you thinking of staying here?
I don't know. I also don't want to go back to San Nicolas. Maribel and you entered Danzaire and well, I think that when I recover, well, maybe I can have an opportunity to, right? Maybe if you recommend me to Anibal, of course.
That's good.
This was a dream that we shared together, Ana Lucia, huh? We spent hours at the town plaza just imagining what would become of our lives. Well, when we managed to work as professional acrobats, huh? Remember?
Yes. Of course I remember.
It's too painful for me to have you give up now. Don't ask me to leave yet. Or to give up on this dream too, I beg you.
Orlando, I would never ask something like that of you. You deserve the exact same opportunity that Maribel and I had.
That means you accept my friendship again, huh? Yes?
No, hold on.
What?
You better not start mixing things up. It's not the same, Orlando.
Oh, I swear to you. I won't interfere in your relationship with Santiago again. You decided to go for him and, well, I have to accept it, right? Honestly, at this moment, the only thing that I want is for you to accept me as your friend again. I promise you, I won't let you down again. What do you say?
If you can really behave respectfully with regards to my affairs, with my decisions...
I swear to you. I swear I will.
All right then, Orlando. If you promise to be good. Oh, how can I be so lucky? I'm so happy I was able to catch you, Uncle.
You haven't left yet? There's no one else in the office.
The truth is I wasn't able to come back this afternoon because I was delayed talking to my grandma.
All right, let's go home then.
Oh, no. We're not going home yet. I just heard you took Ana Laura out for lunch, and now with me, you have to invite me out for dinner. That's the reason I came back.
Let's see. Don't you have any friends? You're very beautiful. You're very young, so enjoy yourself. Come on, Ana Leticia. I don't need you to be with me all the time.
But you see, I really don't want to do it. And when I'm with you, I enjoy myself so much more than when I'm off with my beautiful friends.
You're lying to me, huh?
No, that was the truth, and that's the reason why I'm here. I know that my uncle spoils me and does everything that I ask him to do. Okay, very well. I'll pass by quickly to my office so that I can check my appointments for Monday so you can see that I'm a hardworking girl. I won't be long.
Hurry up, okay?
Sure.
What are you doing here at this hour?
Well, I can ask you the same thing.
I waited and waited for you all afternoon. So where were you then?
Oh, I had lunch at the house of my grandma, and after I had an appointment with a very important client, and... Why am I trying to explain things to you? What's wrong with me?
Don't you want to know why I was waiting for you?
No.
So I can invite you to dinner.
Oh, oops. Well, guess what? They beat you to it.
No. Who? I'm going to get jealous.
Don't worry. I'm going to dinner with my uncle.
What a pity. I wanted to go to this place that I'd like the two of us to see.
Well, yes, what a pity. Oops, some other occasion then.
Come with me, will you?
No.
Well, I think it's an excellent idea for you to go out together tonight. Honey, honestly, I'm very tired. Enjoy yourselves while you're both young.
It's an order from the boss, so I guess you can't say no.
What's up, Mom?
Well, I've been waiting for you to have dinner.
Sorry, I only came to get changed. I'm meeting up with some friends.
All right, well, it seems that once again I'm having dinner alone.
And where's my dad?
Well, your father just left on a trip this morning, as always. He's staying for 3 weeks in Brazil.
Well, too bad, huh? See you.
This afternoon, Ana Leticia came here to see you.
Ana Leticia was just here?
Yes. And she told me that she needed to talk to you.
And why didn't you even call me?
Well, I didn't ask her that, Danny.
Well, you should have thought about that. Why didn't you call me and I would have come home? Come on!
Because you get so angry when I call you. Because you don't even want to answer my text messages to you.
How stupid you are! Stupid!
Danielle!
From what I see, Ramiro and you have become very good friends now that you've become neighbors. He can even lend you his car now.
Yes, well, what can I tell you? Ramiro have been very grateful to me lately, since I was able to get the signature of your Uncle Mariano for his apartment.
You know what? That is something that intrigues me, Iñaki. How were you able to convince my uncle? I thought he was going to kick you out of the building.
Aren't you answering that? It's been hours.
Oh, I don't care.
May I? Who is Daniel Esclarcega? Huh? My competition?
He could be.
What if I answer and I tell him that I'm with you?
I dare you to.
Hello, Danielle.
Who is this? Where's Ana Leticia? Why are you answering her phone?
I'm the boyfriend of Ana Leticia.
What?
No, she's not going to answer you. Listen to me, you're just interrupting a very romantic dinner. I have to stop kissing my girlfriend just so that I can answer your call. I don't want to be rude, but I'll hang up now, okay? So that I can continue kissing my girlfriend. Have a good night, Danielle. I switch it off so that he doesn't keep bothering us.
Listen, you are just too... You're too arrogant, don't you think so?
You don't have any idea of just how daring and arrogant I can be, huh?
I have to confess, you amuse me. A lot.
What's more, so you can see how much fun I am, I propose a challenge.
Really a challenge? Let's see, what kind of challenge is this?
By the time that you finish that drink, I'm going to kiss you. For the first time right here.
Oh, you don't say.
I mean it.
You have that much confidence in me.
Yes. I always achieve what I propose to do, I know, Leticia. Drink it.
Whew. Now I dare you.